Yes, welcome to another video. I'm Lewis. Above me is John. I got another video today about Harry Kane. You just can't keep him out of the news at the moment. And Fabrizio has been talking. So we're going to get into some of the discussions with that. Got a few comments to make on this whole saga. Before we do get into it though, guys, let's set a like target. Let's go for 1,000 likes. Will help us get to 1,000. It was about 700 last time. So we need about 300 more people, quick maths, to help us get to that 1,000 target. Make sure you subscribe as well if you are new. We're trying to get to 35,000 subscribers before the start of the new season. And I want to tell you about today's sponsor. It is the guys at OneFootball. OneFootball got a mega app that you can download. Once you download it, select City as your favourite team, and you get all the City news, and especially with transfers popping off left, right and centre, all these rumours and news and stuff coming out. It's obviously a goated app to download. It's completely free. Don't cost you anything to download it. The link's in the description. It's also the pinned comment. Just click the link and you can download it. If you download it, you help support the channel and it doesn't cost you a penny. So go download it. It's a sick app. How many times has it been downloaded, by the way, bro? Is it like 10 million?
10 million.
Been downloaded a lot of times.
10 mil. That's a lot.
Right, okay, let's get into it. So what's happening with Harry Kane? Well, we don't exactly know because he's on the international break. Now, there were rumours saying that he wanted to go before the Euros. However, for that to happen, realistically, I think City needed to just go and like blow like any sort of transfer request from Tottenham just out the water and just give them whatever they want. The City not obviously prepared to do that. However, there are some developments. Now, Fabrizio Romano's been talking on the podcast that he does called Here We Go podcast. He says City are really pushing now for Harry Kane. They're really insistent on getting the player, and he thinks that there could be some updates in the next few hours. Days.
Is this going to be a Harry Kane emergency live stream season?
It could turn in to a, you know what I mean, we're doing this video now, Bray. There could be a tweet that pops up now that we have to scrap this video. It just goes
delete.
Yeah. But it seems like City are moving with this. Now, there's some more stuff as well, which we'll get into in just a moment, bro. But I just find it weird that City are pushing so hard while Harry Kane's still at the Euros. I thought they might take a breather, and then when Harry Kane's back from the Euros, which will probably be very soon, then we'll push forward, innit?
Reassess the situation when he gets back, and then try and go in at that point. But I think it does seem like a bit of disruption, doesn't it? Like for the Euro situation to City to do this, but I think they know that Harry Kane's going to be away. He's not going to be focusing on all this stuff, and they're aware that Harry Kane does want to go. Yeah. So I think City are going to try and put in the groundwork underneath it so that when they does get back, it's just a matter of player agreeing everything. Everything's already agreed with Tottenham, and it's easy and it's a quick transition because City are going to want Harry Kane, when he comes back to England, to pretty much come to Manchester straight away. They're going to need him with, like, do you know what I mean, the pre-season squad, because obviously the Euros and that, it's less of a pre-season for us again. Yeah. But we're going to want him to get into the squad, get into the thick of things and getting in the mix. So I can understand why we're trying to like lay out the groundwork first. I think it's really positive signs from City, the fact that Fabrizio's coming out and saying that we're really insisting on Harry Kane, because I feel like it shows big intent from City to go for a massive striker, considering Sergio Aguero's just left. I think a lot of people would have just, do you know what I mean, accepted the fact that City, we don't really spend all this cash on like these big players. We could have gone for someone like Andre Silva, the left-sided transfer that you don't really expect. But this is good news. It's good news for us as fans, but it's a lot of cash.
It is a lot of cash. Now, we've spoke about the fee a lot, and in a couple of transfer videos ago, we mentioned that Tottenham value Harry Kane at £150 million. Now, I don't see that happening, to be honest. No. I really don't. To be honest, I don't see City going anywhere near it. I think the closest we'll get is about 120, and even then I think that's like mega cash. I think when you start getting to them sort of figures, I then do accept that you might then have to start looking at someone like Haaland, who's going to give you more longevity, whereas Kane's probably going to give you 3 or 4 years of top football, and he will give you top football and a lot of goals. But for that amount of money, I do start, Anywhere from like 80 to 100 110, I'm like, nah, you know what? Harry Kane for the next 4 or 5 years, he'll be banging in the goals. It's absolutely perfect. However, when you start talking like 150 million, I'm wanting a player at my football club then for 8 years minimum, you know what I mean? And Harry Kane's not going to give me that. Now, obviously, the fixtures are out. City have got Tottenham in the first game of the Premier League. Now, obviously, stuff can change in it, like obviously with COVID and stuff, but this is the plan. However, apparently, Matt Law is saying that sources indicate that there is absolutely zero chance that Daniel Levy will sanction a deal for Harry Kane to come to Manchester City until at least after that game takes place. So it's one of them, innit? Like, Tottenham don't want to sell him and then in the first game concede a hat-trick to Harry Kane, you know what I mean? But at the same time, they're putting themselves in a dodgy situation there, because if they're accepting that, okay, we're going to sell him, but we're not selling him till after after that match, then because obviously by then the transfer window will surely be ending soon. You know what I mean? I'm not sure exactly when it ends, but I'm guessing it'll be like a week or so after that, a couple of weeks max. If they then sell him, everyone who's a selling club then, who's got a striker that Tottenham want to buy, know that they're in panic mode because they've got like literally 2 or 3 weeks to sign a striker. So guess what? Not only have you just sold a player for big cash, which means the player that you want to buy it's just gone up in value because obviously we know that you've got a load of cash, but also you've only got 2 weeks to get the deal done, so pay up, you know what I mean? So it's a bit of a weird strategy. I know I don't want to get roasted on that, you know what I mean? If you're a Tottenham fan, you don't want to see the first game Harry Kane murk you, but at the same time, you're not putting yourself in a good position there.
End of the day, I get it. I do understand that Levy doesn't want to see Kane murk Tottenham just after leaving. However, it's not like we're never going to play Tottenham again. Yeah. If we sign Harry Kane, he's going to play against Tottenham at some point.
He's probably going to score.
And he's probably going to score, yeah. So just swerve it. You know what I mean? I don't think City are going to be like, yeah, okay, well, we'll wait to this. City. I don't think City will risk waiting to the last week unless a deal is concrete and in place. Because what if he just turns around and goes, nah, I want 200 mil now. You've only got 2 weeks left now, and we're the one then in the pressure position because he can keep hold of Harry Kane there.
Yeah,
he's contracted for time, innit? Whereas we'd be in the pressure position to go and get it. But also at the same time, they just need to allow it. They need to allow the fact that that could happen.
Yeah,
and I just think it's a bit. It seems a bit petty at the moment. It seems a bit petty.
It does. It seems a bit like, oh, you know what I mean? We don't want to sell him because we don't want to get murked. Well, you're going to get murked. Accept you're going to get murked and just do the best for your football club. In that interview that he did, Daniel Levy, to the official like Tottenham account, whatever, he said, we're going to do what's best for Tottenham. Well, I'm telling you one thing, not selling him until after you played City because you don't want to get murked is not doing the best for Tottenham.
They'll end up paying 60 mil for Danny Ings, bro, if that happens.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Now, before we end, Matt Law's also saying that Daniel Levy of Tottenham remain desperate not to sell Harry Kane and really want to keep him, which is obvious. However, contingency plans are being drawn up and probably already have been drawn up. So, my question, Bray, to you, and I'll give you one as well, and then to you guys in the comments, right, is whoever Tottenham try and replace Harry Kane with, surely, like, they're a good player. You'd like to think if you're a Tottenham fan, you know what I mean? I'm sure we will have some Tottenham fans watching this video. You'd like to think that that player is going to be good enough to try and at least get some of them goals.
Yeah.
So if we can't get Harry Kane, I would imagine that the type of players that are on Tottenham's radar to replace Harry Kane...
They're kind of similar to ours. Yeah.
So if you can't get Harry Kane, right, and you can't get Haaland because the cash, Raiola and that, who do you go for, Bray? And guys, John will give you yours, I'll give you mine, and then you guys will have to give us yours in the comment section below. So who would you go for, Bray? You can't get Haaland, you can't get Kane. Who would you go for?
I like the shouts for Andre Silva. However, that's not my pick. Mine is genuinely, and I get roasted in it, but it's genuinely Lukaku. I genuinely think Lukaku would do bits.
That's a really, really good shout. Now, I've been having a change of heart, Bray. I would have said Lukaku maybe like a week ago or something.
Oh, wait, I know you're going to say.
But I'm saying João Felix, Bray.
I know, Bernardo.
Yeah, I'm
Bernardo.
saying...
It can work.
I think Lukaku is a bagsman, right? But I'm just thinking, if we can't get Haaland and we can't get Kane, I fancy just double downing on this false nine and just getting, in my opinion, one of the best false nines in the world, or he will be in the world, João Felix. So that's my suggestion. John's saying Lukaku, played in the Premier League, got guaranteed goals, physical, pacey, fast, you know what I mean? He's a great player. I'm saying João Felix.
You could also say there's a Bernardo Silva and João Felix swap deal involved where we don't pay too much cash and get João Felix.
I won't be paying any cash.
You know what I mean? And Bernardo goes the other way, right? there could be a situation where we double down on the false nine for another season, and next season we could go and get Erling Haaland, and then your two strikers next season, Erling Haaland and João Felix.
That is mega. Guys, who would you go for? You can't get Kane and you can't get Haaland. Who would you go for if you had to get someone, either a false nine or a striker? Let us know in the comment section below. Guys, go check out the One Football app. They've sponsored today's video. Absolute goated app. Completely free. Don't cost you a penny. If you download it, you help support the channel, and it is genuinely mint. Get all your transfer news. I'm sure these transfer rumours and stuff are going to be popping off. So download the app and you'll get everything straight to your phone. Smash that like button. Let's see if we can get to 1,000. Subscribe if you've not already done so. We'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.